All right, so we are
This is a
live.
beautiful thing. I'm just letting y'all know this is a beautiful thing. Couples, this couples right here is really beautiful. I'm gonna tell you one thing, just one. I started this on love, just on love, on me and my wife, and I just wanted to make sure I hear from other couples that I don't know. And I
Couples
got
Corner.
y'all
Couples
to
Corner.
grab y'all, grasp on some of y'all,
Knowledge.
beautiful, you know what I mean? Because I love mine. I don't know about y'all.
Oh,
Ah.
all right, so we are live. Good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Depending on when you catch this live, y'all know my spill. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when you catch this live. So we are here tonight, Love, Business, and Marriage, with the co-authors of Love, Business, and Marriage, the book collaboration project that will be released in the fall 2022. So as you are joining the live, you can say hello, where you're checking in from. Pay attention, Team Davis, Team Wolford, Team Austin, Team Siemens, and Team McDougal is here. I'm saying pay attention for those who are listening, watching, so that you can catch the handles and go and follow everyone that's here on their social media platforms. And so we're going to kick it off with introductions, introducing each couple, where you are from, and then maybe I'll stop there. I don't want to load it because I'll get going and then won't stop. All right, so y'all missed the behind the scenes action. Listen, this is gonna be like love and hip hop, love business collaboration. I don't know. We'll come up with something catchy. But yeah, the Real Housewives are here. All right. So Team Davis is here. Tamara Mitchell Davis
Joe Davis.
and we're from Connecticut, and then we'll pass it over to Team Austin.
So, the King, Reginald Austin Jr., is in the building.
And the Queen, Catherine Latoya Grant Austin, and we are from Connecticut.
And who you're passing it to?
We're gonna pass it to Team Simmons.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Pastor Taiwan Simmons.
And I'm Dr. Shanae Simmons. And we are from.
And we're from the Boogie Down Bronx, New York, but we now reside in Florida.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Get ready, Team Davis. We got something for y'all tonight.
And who you're passing it to?
Who we passing it to?
We're going to pass it to Team Wolford.
All right, Team Wolford.
You muted.
Go ahead, Beth.
Nope, can't hear you.
Muted. All right, he's going to figure that out. We're going to pass it to Team McDougal.
Yeah.
Hello, how you doing? My name is Kyle McDougal, and introducing my wife, Tangie McDougal. We're from Hartford, Connecticut.
All right. LaShonda, you want to introduce yourself until Travis comes back? Okay.
So I am LaShonda Walford. My husband is Travis Walford. We are from North Carolina, and I'm gonna try to figure out where he went.
Oh,
There you go.
There we go, baby. All right.
Yeah, I had to come down and come back in. I didn't want to interrupt the flow. Everybody sounded like chipmunks, but I was going with the flow. I was trying to make it work. I said, let me exit the car and come back in. Is it our turn now? I'm sorry.
Yes.
All right. I'm Travis Walford.
I'm LaShonda Walford.
And we're from Hope Mills, North Carolina.
All right. So we have Connecticut, Florida, Bronx.
That's right.
I'm gonna leave that out.
Right.
And North Carolina. All right. So tonight is our first of many pop-up sessions for the Love, Business, and Marriage book collaboration. And so for tonight, we're gonna kick it off with some questions. This is gonna be fun tonight. Like it's Friday, we're just gonna kick back, have fun, talk, flow, and take some questions. So if anyone is watching and have questions, put your questions in the chat so that we can get to your questions. So we're gonna kick it off with our first question of tonight. And what's the first question, Mr. Davis.
Okay, the first question is this: What made you want to join the couples book?
Hey, mommy, who you gonna pass it to?
I'm gonna pass it to Team Simmons.
I knew it. I knew it. I was waiting. I was waiting. Listen, so anytime we get an opportunity to talk about our marriage and just what God has done for us, we jump on the opportunity. We actually seen you, Team Davis, do your thing on other collaborations and other book projects. And so because of that, we knew that it was good ground, it was fertile ground. We wanted to be a part of the experience.
Awesome, thank you. All right, hey Natalie, hey mommy, who you gonna pass it to, Team Simmons, for the same question?
We're gonna pass it to the King and Queen, Team Austin.
Hey.
What's up? What's up, good people? So, what made us want to be a part of the book project? Well, one, we're all about promoting Black love, Black excellence, and that's what this group embodies. You know what I mean? So why not? Too many couples don't promote it enough, or it's not highly publicized in the media. So why not explore that? Why not, you know what I mean, promote that and let the people know? Like I said, it's not a rarity. We out here. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 couples right now. You know what I mean? So why not?
That's what I'm talking about. Just what I'm talking
about. So Team McDougal, what made you both join?
Was it because of me?
Happy, sad, go. He normally don't jump in much when it comes to stuff. And he actually came to me for this one and was like, yeah, we doing it. I'm writing. And I'm like, you writing for real? Now, you know, when you say go, we going, you all in. And so he was all in. So I joined.
All right. Team Wolfert.
Well, for me, it was the energy from when I met you guys, and the energy from when my wife was part of I plugged the first book, the energy from that, and the camaraderie and the sisterhood that she got from that. And I'm like, why not be a part of it? It's entrepreneurs, love, and that's what we're all about. Just making good connections with good people, good energy.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's just what I'm talking about.
So, Ron Robin, how long have you been married and in business? So, first married and then second business. Oh, Team Austin.
Yes. Oh my God.
So we've been married for 12 years, and we have been in business together for 11.
Okay. Who are you passing it to? Hey, Shavia.
Team Woodford.
We've been married for 13 years, and we've been in business together 8. Right, baby?
Yeah.
8.
I was about to say that would have been tough with y'all, both of y'all in separate locations, and the numbers off. That would have been tough.
He's right. He's right.
I'm normally good with this stuff.
Good answer. Good answer. Good answer.
Right.
I keep up with it, so I don't get that lecture.
All right, Team McDougal.
Okay, the question is, we've been married tomorrow 8 years.
All right.
Yeah.
And in business 5.
In this venture.
In this venture 5, but we've had other businesses.
Yeah. All right. Good job. Good job. All right, I'm putting Mr. Davis on the spot.
What?
How long we been married and how long in business?
Well, you thought I was gonna forget? Did you really think that? Okay, watch this one. We've been married 9 years and we've been together forever. Forever. You know, forever, ever. And we're gonna be together forever, ever.
All right. And the man has spoken. All right, so we're gonna
we're gonna transition to Team Simmons.
Yes, thank you. Yes.
So I'm gonna put you on the spot for this one.
I'm the one that usually forgets the numbers.
Right.
But we've been married, it'll be 26 years in December.
Oh,
and
whoa. That's what's up.
In this business, and the one that we're in right now, we've been This is 22,
Whoa.
4 years in this business. 6 years. 6 years in this business. But we've had other businesses.
So we've been in business as entrepreneurs for 22 years together.
Mm.
Wow. That's awesome.
Wow, that's
Beautiful
yeah,
thing.
That's awesome.
Look,
that's
all
dope.
of us got bobbleheads. We're like,
Right.
What is the
26
business?
years, that's dope.
What is the business?
Yeah.
Say it again.
Say it again.
What is the business?
That we're in now.
Yes.
Oh, goodness. So Playfield Marriages?
That we're in now.
Oh, you mean like in here?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was talking about the wrong. I'm sorry, I was talking about the wrong business.
What is your business?
So we
Like
own
the
a,
McDougal's.
right. So we own a counseling agency.
Like
So-
the McDougal's.
Right. We're sitting inside
Oh,
of our
Okay. All
our
right.
agency right
Yeah.
now. So that's
All
where
right.
we are.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh,
Yes,
that's
sir.
it.
Yes, sir.
Is this it right here? Play.
no, that's
No, this is our
Okay.
marriage business.
Yeah, this is since we're here, with marriage on the brain, right? So
Okay, that's
this
what I'm
is play
talking
together,
about.
stay together. So this is actually our marriage business.
brand. Yeah,
Okay.
play together.
Yeah.
All right, all right. So I'm gonna turn it over to Team Simmons with a question.
Okay.
With the 26 years married, what would you say is your recipe for staying together this
Oh,
long?
that's easy.
I'll let you start.
You know, we should have did it like a family to feud when you hold up the card and
Oh,
Did
faith.
you see that?
Yeah.
Faith. It's our
Yeah.
faith in God. That's it. Everything we do.
That's the first.
Yeah, I think that when we first got together, it was really about, and
It's a
you
hot mess.
you'll probably hear a little bit of this without giving away what we talked about in the book. But I've always been like the easygoing guy, like Mr. Alston, and I've been, really jovial, always have a smile on my face. And Dr. Shanae was like
That was really long.
Yeah. That I was long like that on purpose, see, because she was about her business. She was serious, wasn't playing no games. She had goals and she was focused on them goals.
Still.
And so because of that, it was just like, and so we learned to take from each other. So she got a little bit of my playfulness and my, I guess you could say my comedic presence, and she helped me get a little more serious about stuff. So that's kind of what we did. We gave each other a little bit of each other.
Okay. That's another question.
Okay.
And then
One question I have. Another question I have. Question 2. Give me one thing you love about your significant other.
We're gonna pass it.
Team Austin.
So give us a second while we come off mute. But
What you love about me?
you just gonna say that like this all about but nah, seriously, I love the Queen's heart, man. Like the Queen has just a really caring, passionate heart. Like she loves hard. She's family oriented, and that's really, really big for me. It's really, really big for me. Family is truly, truly important. And I absolutely 100% love the Queen's heart. Her heart is just immeasurable.
Thank you.
That's a beautiful thing.
I love that the king is a man of his word in every aspect of it. So for me, just growing up, the values was always, loyalty. You say what you mean what you say, and you keep your word. And even sometimes to the detriment of him, he will keep his word. And that, for me, that brings on a comfort. And that brings on the fact that I know that I have a life partner that I can ride with, and he's going to always honor and keep his word. And from that becomes all of the other things, just the compassion, the being a provider, and everything else that just comes from that basic foundation of just being a man of his word. He's a man of few words at times, but he is definitely a man of his word, and I love it.
And who are you going to pass it to?
I'm gonna pass it to the McDougalls.
Uh-oh.
Oh
They said
Lord.
no. They said no.
No, I'm actually on my cell phone and I got a call, so I had to.
Oh,
Oh.
really? Like, bro, you shut up.
Your question.
My question.
Or your answer.
Oh, my
Your
answer.
You need it again? You need the question again?
Yes, please.
Okay.
What do okay. Give me one reason about hold up. Give me one reason why you love
One thing you love
about your wife.
What do you laugh about?
Oh, the one thing I love about my wife is the love that she has for her marriage, the love that she has for her business. She takes it to heart once she puts in mind what she wants to do, and really focuses in on it and concentrates on it until it's done and complete. So she's one that's not a quitter, shall I say, and one with many business minded. She just likes to keep busy.
Yeah, I should see him rubbing my hand. It's so funny. He's so nervous. He's about to run the skin off my finger. I gotta get this right. I gotta get this right. So for me, I just love his whole belief system, his whole value system, his whole faith. I think that was the first thing that attracted me was his love of God, and I think that's what I know that's what have kept us. So just his faith, the way he loves his family, the way he's not afraid to show it, all of that, all of that.
Who you gonna pass it to?
Last but not least, Team W. I'm not gonna get your name wrong tonight.
What I love about my wife is I would say I love her laser focus. When she get her mind on something, it ain't no stopping her. It ain't, and it doesn't matter what has to be done, how late she has to do it, whatever. She is laser focused and she is keyed in, and she's gonna get it done to the best of her to his right. I love that about her, and she's always pushing me to do better and to love myself. So that's two things. I'm sorry.
All right.
So the thing that I love most about my husband is his commitment. Like he is so committed to us, like our family, and making sure that the struggles that we had growing up, that our family will not have to face that. Um, and I love that about him. He is, yeah, that would be one of the things that I would have to say if I only had to say one thing.
Right. Team Simmons?
All right. Do we have to keep this PG, y'all?
Nope. Nope.
Okay.
This loving, love
Let me sit up and brace
All
myself.
right. So now, uh, besides the obvious that she's so fine, y'all, that's my boo.
Good answer.
Uh,
That's right.
what I will say is that Shanae is a giver. She's a giver's giver, and so not only just of her heart, but the clothes off her back, and all the things that you guys have said about your wives is true for Shanae as well. She's a businesswoman. She's about her business. She knows how to handle her household, and she also knows how to make sure that I feel special and affirmed. And yeah, baby. So yeah, so uh, she knows how to make me feel appreciated and loved. And so, I mean, how can I go wrong? I'm blessed.
Wow, to go last. My initial thought was, and it still is that he is the captain of the Team Simmons ship, and in everything that means, and whatever needs to get to the forefront of what we're working on, that he ensures that's happening. So if it means that we need to elevate our faith, every word that comes out of our mouth is going to be corrected. Like we're not going to put the wrong thing in the atmosphere. If it means that we need a different level of finance, then he regulating everything financial. If it means we need to figure out how to recalibrate and focus on being a unit, then that's what it means. He's the captain of the ship, and he ensures that whatever is necessary for our team to run well, and our team also includes our children. Even the grand dog. He just makes sure that the team is amply supplied and focused, and I love that. I absolutely love that. And he's a comedian.
Thank you.
Look, you said grand dog. Now Adrian just came over here to joke.
I was trying to ignore, but
So I'm gonna flip that question. Should we answer that question, or should we just keep going?
No,
No,
y'all
you
should
No,
got
answer.
y'all should answer that question.
We should answer
Yeah.
that question too.
So Davis's, what is it that is the one thing that you like that you love?
well, the one thing I love about my wife, she stands firm in everything she do, and I'm so scared of her. I am so scared of her. But this is the thing.
Please don't
I
take that to
know,
heart literally.
I know she loved me. Because I don't want to get in depth into it. I know for a fact she loves me. And look at her. This is my teddy bear.
I'm about to be.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm sorry I started something, but we all married.
Y'all don't get us blocked on Facebook now. We got stuff we need to promote. Y'all better cut it out.
All right, so I will go. One thing that I love about Joe, my husband, is his heart as well. One thing about him, like wherever he go, I don't care where he goes, he can always talk to someone, relate to someone. He just has that calm demeanor, personality. Calm demeanor, personality. Don't make him mad. So when he's calm, he's calm. Everyone, can talk to him, enjoy him, to the point that it can become a problem. That might be a whole nother book. But he has a beautiful heart, and that's what I
She
love.
calls me Mr.
I
Sunshine.
call him Mr. Sunshine because everything that happens, he is always trying to see the other side, the bright side, somebody else's side.
I'm always trying to bring
Oh.
a positive to a negative
Yeah.
situation by any means necessary. If I can't, I gotta let it go.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
Joe, let it go. Just let it go.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
And he has a preacher's voice. Yes. Yes.
And I want to say you look like BB Winans.
Winans, yeah.
I've heard that before.
We got BB Winans, we got Life Jennings on here. Who else we got?
My man. What was you that night? What did we sing that night?
The husbands.
Are you talking about me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just point to you like
What did we sing? Bruno Mars.
Oh yeah,
Some Bruno, but yeah, I've never got Bruno. I got Gerald Alert when I got my full beard. That's what he was about.
Yeah.
I had to go cross country, so I had to cut it off. I ain't gonna get to the barbershop no time. So.
Yeah, you got a little bit of said with Gerald, combined.
Yeah. It might be the who was saying? Austin. Did you want to do your
Oh, absolutely not.
Not the intro.
I thought you were gonna say yes. He said absolutely not.
That was behind the scenes. We gotta do some behind the scenes recording. All right. If anyone is tuning in and watching, we have Team Davis, Team Austin, Team Simmons, Team Walford, Team McDougal. This is a collaboration for love, business, and marriage. The book will be released in the fall 2022. So right now is our first pop-up discussion or just candid conversation, just to have some fun, kick back on a Friday, and get to know each other and allow you to get to know us, because all have stories that we're going to share soon. So we're going to jump into another question. And if anyone has a question pertaining to love, business, and marriage, then drop your question in the chat and we'll be sure to answer. We do have a few people on live with us. And so what's another question?
What's been the most challenging moment for y'all? And the couple that I'm gonna go to is the McDougal.
What has been the challenging? You mean in marriage? Period.
Yeah.
Oh wow. I don't know. What would you say would be the most challenging?
Balancing marriage and business.
You think
Marriage and business.
he said marriage and business,
Balancing.
trying to balance the two. But we've had so many. This is our third business that we've had together. Um, so if he's going to go with that, I'm going to stick with that. And I have to ask, what about that you thought was challenging this
Just
time around?
Oh, just the hours, just maintaining your mentality just for the hours, the time that you have to put in. It takes time.
I know about them hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, some long hours.
I think he's referencing me. Like working long hours.
Working all the time.
Working all the time. Yeah, it can be challenging. So yes, let's talk about that. So yeah, Dr. Shanae, I know you know. Being in the business, I think we all know as entrepreneurs that we work, our minds are running around the clock. I've definitely pulled some all-nighters in the office. Husband is coming and he's asleep on the floor, bringing me food, pacing the floor, wanting to know, like, when are we going to be done? When are you going to be done? Or I'm working hard and he's snoring on the other end and I'm tapping him mad because he getting his sleep in and I want to be there in that space. And so him being able to, I guess, yeah, trying to balance the two and still spend time with each other and not be neglectful.
So can anyone else relate to that from the other couples on?
Absolutely.
And share. Feel free to share.
I was going to say, since she already pulled me in, we had the same business. It's just in two different states. I would agree wholeheartedly. Certainly, there are a host of different challenges over 26 years, but as he said, a good portion of those years we've been in business in some way, shape, form, or fashion, and really finding a balance. Like even right now, we have two businesses. He's in school. He's a minister. There are a number of other social and civic responsibilities that we have. And in front of all of those things is the call of God and what God tells us to do. So striking a balance in recognizing what we're called to do individually and what we're called to do as a unit. That can be challenging at times when I'm in the driver's seat and he's a passenger, when he's a passenger, when he's the driver's seat and I'm the passenger. And I think that goes back to what he was saying before, being able to take parts of each other and appreciate what each of us bring to the equation. And when we do that well, I think we function in sync. We complete each other's sentences. We know where we're going. And when we're out of alignment, it's not good.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump on it. I think the part that's tough is when you're out of alignment, and you're trying to get back in alignment, and you're trying to figure out exactly what's going wrong, because the thing that we call hats. So when you're wearing the CEO hat, right? So I'm the CEO of our marriage business, and so she got to listen to me, right? When I say something, the decision is final. It's my decision. But she run the ship here at the counseling agency, right? It's her business, right? So I got to listen to her when I don't care what it is. I can have the best idea in the universe. If she don't like it, it's going to be what she says, and not using that. Well, I'm the CEO over here, you the CEO over there, not using that against each other, and being able to understand that we're both still on the same team, even though this company is doing one thing and this company is doing something else. We are both on the same team, and so we have to be fitly joined together and be on the same team, even if I'm making the decisions or she's making the decisions.
And then there's the household, and be very, very clear. He's the CEO in a household, right? And we run our home as a traditionally gendered Christian home. I gotta say all that. We subscribe to the original definitions in our home. He leads the ship. I don't always like the direction, but I gotta figure out how I'm gonna use the S word, how to submit and get in alignment and get in agreement so we can continue to move in the direction that we need to
Not
go.
your head for.
And that's not popular these days, right? It's not popular. So I make a point to say that Dr. Simmons' home, right, is led by her husband. It don't take nothing from what I bring to the equation.
Absolutely.
In essence, it empowers me to do the things that I am able to do because he's running the home. And where that comes, his decisions, his choices, his leadership affords me flexibility and privilege, and safety and security and covering to try things, to take a chance, to take risk and do things differently. But I make a point to emphasize that we subscribe to the traditional definitions. We don't tell everybody what they have to do in their home, but if you connect it to us, that's going to be uncomfortable if you don't, because we don't hide that. And that is essential to, it's in these times that has been a big thing. He's telling me to stop preaching.
Fellas, listen, I'm just going to say this. I hope y'all still going to love me after I say this. All right, look, she said that is 100% the truth, but y'all know that when the lady wants something done, she know how to get it done. I'm just putting it out.
I never said that wasn't true.
Believe, but the power of influence.
Yeah.
Right. That's
Happy
right.
I'm
wife.
just saying.
That's not my fault.
Y'all spoke so many different truths in that
So-
conversation.
So I'm running stuff until I'm not.
So I want to pass it off to one, I want to come back to the word that you said, Dr. Shanae, submit. I want to come back to that word. The Wolfords, while you both were talking, they were like giggling. And so I wanted to pass it to them because I'm like, y'all in two different locations. How y'all tapped in and laughing and giggling? So I'm just curious, putting them on the spot, if it was pertaining to something that the Simmons said or to something the McDougal said that had them like, yeah, this is us too, or no. So asking it to y'all.
Actually, it's something both of them said, even
Right.
down to the McDougal's when they said late nights and I'm asleep. She mad because I'm asleep, and and I wake up and she ain't been asleep that long, and I don't care what time she go to bed, she's gonna wake up at 5 o'clock. She can go to bed at
Yes.
2 a.m. and wake up at 5, and she real mad. And I'm like, I ain't do it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do it. It ain't my fault. You said you want to get this done tonight. It didn't have to be done tonight, but that's what you wanted to do. That laser focus. But also, like you said, it's the balance. It's like you said, we're in two different locations, so we have to find ways to make it work. I'm across the country right now, and I haven't been home since what, 3 months.
Yeah.
So, and it's like you said before. The Simmons said, what I do affords her the flexibility to do what she do.
Yeah.
So, and then like they said before, the submissive part and making decisions, and it was just so many different topics. So I don't know which one to choose. Yeah, it was
All
so
of
much
them.
that we can
It was
relate to
all of it.
exactly. Because sometimes I'm like, you the CEO of the company. I do what you tell me to do. But if it's something in the house, I feel like that's my responsibility. If something goes downhill, and I don't know how y'all feel. Say the house, I ain't putting it on us, but say a car goes back, they're gonna say, "Oh, Travis let that car go back." say the house going foreclosure. Oh, Travis let that house go on foreclosure. They're not gonna say they did. They're gonna say Travis did.
Preach.
That's that's how I wear it. That's my responsibility. I'm gonna make sure what's in the house is taken care of to make sure you can do what you want to do to make sure that the business part is taken care of. But sometimes it intertwines and it kind of gets complicated. But you can go ahead, babe, if you got something.
I mean, you did it. It was everything that was said. That's why me and him both were laughing because we like, okay, that's us, that's us. Oh gosh, that's us. So it was everything. But I know that it's gonna sound a little bit weird, but it's the truth. I told my husband, I think it was like 2 years ago, and I'm like, I'm just now getting to the point where I am able to like relax and 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 really follow the plan or follow like what he says without me feeling like you trying to tell me what to do. So I'm like, and I know that's crazy, but it's the truth. I don't know. I was just sitting one day and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, he ain't been trying to tell you what to do all these years. You just took it as him trying to tell you what to do. And that was me um getting out of myself, I should say. Um and that had nothing to do with him. It was everything previous to us that I never really dealt with because being independent on your own, doing all this, I got my own this, I got my own that. I'm used to making decisions without consulting anybody. I'm used to spending what I want to spend, however I want to spend it, wherever I want to spend it at. And yeah, that wasn't working. So I was the problem.
All
But
right.
Powerful
to
right there.
piggyback off that though, I'm just gonna say this and I had to earn that. I had to earn her faith that I'm gonna lead in the right direction as the head of the house. I I wasn't trying to just say give it to me. I wanted to earn it. It just took many, many years and lots of trials and lots of different things to go on for her to finally say, okay, I get it now. And that's how I know when she get it. She'll just say, she'll walk up, we won't even be having a conversation. She'll just walk up and be like, I get it now. It took me a while, but I get it. I'm like, get what? And she'd be like, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, where that come from? I'm like, what? But I don't know. But but I understand that I had to earn that, and it took a lot of years and a lot of, like I said, trials for me to actually to earn her faith that I'm not gonna try to do anything to hurt us. We're on the same team.
Mm,
Amen.
thanks.
That's good.
That's good. Um, Team Austin.
Can you repeat the question?
Um, what's been the most challenging moment in the marriage? Well,
Okay.
that was the question, but we went. I
Yeah.
went.
No, it's okay. I was just because I'm just nodding and I'm like, yes, honey.
I know that's why I lost. I'm
Whispering
like,
over
oh,
here, and I'm like, wait, what was the original question? Like, I want to make sure. You go. You want to go, or you
Nah,
want
go
me to
ahead.
go? I'll answer for me. So I think honestly, um, I think we got a lot of challenges, but for me, I feel like it's the balance. It's not, and It's not even, to be honest, the business in the marriage. It is the balance of being the queen, of being the mom, of being the wife. After a long day of 9 to 5, 5 to 9, sports, and all of that other good stuff, I'm tired. And he looking at me like, all right, work time. And I'm like, sleep time. And that could go on based off of what's going on. So that I feel like for me, that's been the most challenging to ensure that according to my standards, because I'm very clear that I'm setting the standard, right? According to my standard, that I'm being a good mom. I'm being a great wife. I'm also, catering to the other hats that I wear, and everything stays afloat. Nothing falls by the wayside. And the reality is, it's no such thing as balance. Balance is bogus, right? But at least prioritizing. And for me, that's been the most challenging. The great thing is, he's so understanding, cool, calm, collective, that I have to be conscious to be like, all right, it's been a week and I have, we ain't have our pillow talk. Like, what you doing? How your day going? Like, you get what I mean? I'm just coming and going to sleep. So I have to be conscious, because he would endure more than probably the average person. I don't know what goes on in other people's households, but he'll endure more than the average person because he's so understanding. So for me, that's the challenge, just to try to make sure that I balance everything, and that I'm not perfect. I get it, but at least I'm good enough where no one feels like they're missing anything from me.
I want to ask.
So,
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry, Reggie.
nah, so if I can answer that question, I think for myself, right? All I know how to do is just get stuff done. Like I don't really know the aspect of, oh, okay, well, let's have a conversation because I feel you're not doing this. Like, to me, suck it up, get it done. My grandfather, my father, have all had what would be deemed traditional homes. So they never complained about anything. So I'm not gonna complain about anything. I'm just gonna, like, get it done. The kids got to get to sports. Fine, I'll take them to sports. Got to coach because the kids need to coach. Fine, I will coach. Bills need to get paid. No problem. Here's the money. Pay what has to be paid. And for me, it's always been that just traditional. You provide, you protect, and you don't complain. So I think one area that has been the most challenging is me actually being like, Queen, you need to unplug that like right now and come to bed, or you need to unplug that.
Okay.
Like, we're gonna sit down and we're gonna catch this movie, because I try to be neutral about it. I'm not gonna make you watch the finals because I know you don't care about that, but let's watch a movie to try to, what I mean, get some time where we can at least experience one another. And it doesn't always have to be like in a physical setting. What I mean, or like a physical aspect of it. Let's go for a walk. I ain't got no meetings. You don't got no meetings. We're gonna carve out 30 minutes and just walk around the neighborhood and come back. And I think that's an area that I found the most challenging, is being more assertive with that, because I've always been in the mindset, well, people make time for what they got time for. So I'm gonna, if I gotta take care of the kids, then that's what it is. If I gotta, because I understand the end goal is to leave a legacy so that our children don't start where we started. Because when I say we got it out the mud, we got it out the mud. And my children will play in the mud if they choose to play in the mud, but they will never have to get it out the mud. And that has just always been my mindset.
Can you say that again? Say that again about the bottom to top, mud, like
Yeah, right.
that was good. Yeah.
It was.
So this was good. I'm taking in everything that's being said. So
For real.
yeah, what's your take? What's your response with everything said so far?
I love it. I love it. And trust me, I'm taking everything in like a sponge.
So what would I have to say, like, for me, going back to the S word, the submit part. And I am saying this, this is love, marriage, and business, hip hop, Connecticut, Bronx. Let me preface that. So I would say that has been a challenge for me. Because coming from a background with all strong women and being independent and being, survival mode, I know that me, trying to find that I can't even explain it, but just trying to like step back and move back and allow, and it's been a challenge for me. I'm a work in progress. I'm not perfect. Our marriage isn't perfect, but I know that has been a challenge for me to relinquish, I guess, control, or to allow or accept um um someone I love, and who I feel should, protect, provide, and all of that, to say like this is all you, and I have to step back and submit. So it could be my understanding of that and how it flows, but that has been a challenge for me. And so, how do you feel?
And
And
see,
what's
the
your thought?
reason why she said it's been a challenge is because of my past. See, I listened to y'all. Y'all all y'all all have been like career minded practically your whole life. High school, graduating, college, you know what I mean? See, I've been in the streets all my life. I've been doing wrong all my life. So now I finally, not finally, but I done settled down. And when I chose to settle down, I chose to settle down with my queen, the lady, the woman that I loved, but I couldn't have at the first beginning. And when she came back to me, that was God. So right then and there, I listened to you, King, when you say, um, you're being raised as men, being head, and taking control. Well, it's like she's the head of household, and I'm just fitting in, staying out the way, and just working and doing my part. I may not be head of household, but I'm the head. Trust me, I don't
Mhm.
play when it
So,
comes to anything that has to do with this house, my wife, my kids, none of that. So it's been a challenge for us, but that's the reason why I wanted to start this couples thing, because I'm not perfect, and I want to learn, and I want to grasp everything that as men y'all say, and here we are. That's why I said at the beginning of this is a beautiful thing. I never knew that it was going to end up like this, but I'm glad that it did. I got Life Jennings, I got Pastor, you know what I mean? I got my personal barber, and then I got my man, Mr.
Gerald,
Woodward.
Gerald Levert.
You know what I mean? So,
I gave it to you. I thought I heard you like about to tear up.
oh no, I wasn't gonna cry.
Please don't.
You say that because I get very emotional on beautiful stuff, and this right
Mhm.
here is so beautiful. Black
Yes.
couples, and we're gonna be doing some powerful things.
Absolutely.
Absolutely,
Yeah. Yes.
absolutely. And I think you made it.
Austin, I want to say something. You look just like my niece. Don't she look like Janae?
Janae, yeah.
Who, me?
Yeah,
I do.
yes, you do.
I
I
So,
don't
thought you
be
was gonna say, "Hey, Auntie."
I mean,
right?
what she say?
From Taiwan. Say, hey, auntie.
Oh,
Um, so I want to just open it up like a round robin. If anyone has questions, you can put them in the chat. We have a few comments. I love this so much. So many people needs to hear this. That was really good. I am out here with my husband dashing just to spend time, and we are listening to you all and just loving it.
Oh.
I love it.
Oh,
Yes.
thank
Um,
you.
this is absolutely amazing, beautiful, and this is so sweet and inspiring. So I want to, if those who are watching and listening and have questions, and you can put your questions in the chat. And for us that's on right now is just a round robin. So if anything that you want to say, anything you want to share, a question, then the floor is open. I didn't want to keep us on longer than an hour. And before we jump into that, for those who are watching, this is our Love, Business, and Marriage book collaboration project. our first of many pop-ups to come, pop-up discussions to come. The book will be released in the fall 2022, but just stay tapped in and tuned in for everything that's coming. So, be here to the end if you can, so that you can hear how to follow all of us on our social media platforms, so that you can stay connected and plugged in with us, and follow our journey: love, business, marriage, hip hop, Connecticut, Brooklyn, Florida.
Not Brooklyn, the Bronx,
The
baby.
Bronx. I'm sorry. The Bronx.
So real quick, I'll hop in here, right? And Joe, one thing, King, I want to recognize you, right? I want to say that just as you stated you're learning from us, we're learning from you. The fact that, your queen was like, nah, you about to tear up. And you was like, nah, look, I get emotional about things that, I'm really passionate about and care about. I want to commend you for that, because that's something that I, as the king, struggle with. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people think I'm a very cold individual, but I'm not cold. I just process my emotions differently, right? I'm not a crier. I'm not like, so, the fact that, you can share that, you'll be able to be emotional and things like that. That's something that I'm definitely excited to, learn from you, or to, possibly process and, share with this group and come to fruition with. So don't just think that, you're the only one learning something here. You know what I mean? You're not by yourself. This is a learning group. So we're all going to learn together.
That's right.
Love that. I love that.
I wanted to chime in really quickly because I threw the S word out there, and I want to make sure, if I know uncertain terms, does anybody walk away with the idea that I have mastered that? That's gold, right? That's gold. I have not mastered that. We have some tenure, but the tenure is very colorful, and you'll get that in the book. So you definitely need to get that book for those details. But I wanted to make sure that we're all learning, and it's a lifetime, like, because we will change as individuals. Our unions will change as life happens, as the children change. Y'all about to be empty nesters, Team Davis. That's a whole nother level. We leave light on for you. But I just wanted to make it clear, like, I'm not the master submitted, wife. That's still a area of growth for me, but it is the goal. It is the goal. That's all I say about that.
Yeah, I'm a co-sign on that. I think that uh, we all have a journey and we're all learning. More importantly, we're learning about ourselves. And I think that when you focus on learning about yourself and then what you bring to be a blessing to your spouse, and you take that experience, you take that energy, and you serve your spouse, you don't have time to focus on the wrong stuff, the negative stuff. You only have time to focus on what you guys are building together. And I think that's for us. We have been together. It ain't all been easy. We've had some knockdown drag outs. She talk about my mama, I talk about hers. It just we just do that, right? But
you're a pastor, though.
You gotta preach.
You say amen after it.
I'm a real one. I'm a real one.
That's
So one of the things that we always say is, and this is something that I'm glad you said this, Joe. We always say we're not churched, and the definition of that is this: we're not your in living color, stereotypical pastor and wife, cliche-ish. We don't get down like that. We're just real people. We breathe. We have experiences. We have emotions, and those are all real. So what you see with us is what you're going to get, no matter where you meet us at. What you see is what you get, and so I think that that's probably what makes us who we are. We're just authentic, and that's something that we are to each other in our relationship. She shows up how she show up, and she tells me, like, She does this, like, you know who I am. This is who I am, right? You know this, right? And I'm like, absolutely. I know who you are. And you know who I is too, right? So let's get this done. So that's just
because we's from the streets too, Joe.
Yes, sir.
We from the streets. We know the streets real good.
So yeah, so when you hear me say South, when you hear me say Bronx, I mean South Bronx. I don't mean Bronx River. I don't mean.
How you talking about Bronx River?
I'm just saying. I ain't talking about.
Don't say no more towns.
Okay.
No,
all right. I'll leave it there.
I used to come through the Bronx on a regular basis.
Yes, sir.
On a regular basis.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Jerome
sir.
Avenue.
Yeah, oh, yes,
sir.
Yeah.
My mom used to live on Jerome.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
Right. The 2 and the 5.
No, that's the 4.
4.
Yep. Born and raised right there. So we understand. So thanks for your transparency, man, and sharing that. I mean, I think a lot of people need to understand and hear
listen,
that.
It's just
yes, sir.
Yeah.
You're going to hear a whole lot.
That's
yes,
why
sir. A lot of people need to hear, marriage is real. It's not like this fluffy thing. Our pastor always says marriage is for grown folks. And that's the truth.
Absolutely.
Marriage is for grown, saved people. And it's hard. It's hard because you have to understand that, like Shanae said, you think you know, but you don't know. Because as soon as you think you know something, it game switches up. So you always got to be on your toes.
So I was gonna say, so there's a question that was brought up with how do you manage making sure that
making sure that you make time, travel and vacations. Got it.
Yeah, making sure that you make time, and then they got traveling, vacations with each other while also being focused on the business.
I would like to take a stab at that. You go.
Queen?
Planning.
Proper preparation.
Let's go. Literally planning. So one of the things that, and he's slowly coming on board. Slowly coming on board is having a family calendar. And everything goes on that family calendar, whether it's an event that's specific to us all, specific to just one of us, 2 of us, or whatever. It goes on a family calendar, because then when you're starting to actually plan, you know what's going on. Plus, it also just keeps you focused on, okay, I know I need to be here, we need to do this and whatnot. So it's really about planning. And here's the thing. So many times when you're in business, especially when you're starting out and you're building, you want to chase the dollar. You literally want to chase the dollar. So you have if you plan something with your family, that's not working, King. Okay. If you plan something with your family and somebody wants to meet and you feel like it's a business opportunity, in your mind, you're just like, oh, I need to get this bag. I don't want to miss this bag. But you can't be like that. You literally, when you carve out time for your family, it's time for your family. And nothing should interfere with that. And that is a mindset that you have to establish, because if you don't establish it in the beginning, then you're going to have to rewire, right? And establish it as you go on, which makes it more difficult. But really, it's truly about planning. Now, I'm saying it like it's easy, but it's not. It's not easy at all, because, again, you wear multiple hats. You have to do multiple things. And sometimes it's not even the business that conflicts, right? It could just be the natural order of the day that you're presented with the conflict. But it's all about prioritizing and planning. So that's my answer. And what I always say, and we make it our business, is we do date night. We schedule date night. So we schedule a date night where we out and we about and we, being grown. And we schedule a money date night where we actually talk in business and handling stuff. So we actually schedule time for both, because we're in business together. But it also allows us the opportunity to separate the two, to ensure that we're dedicating time for one and we're dedicating time for the other. And then in between that, we working the kids. They gotta get their love too.
Yeah.
But
night, every Wednesday.
Yeah. So it's literally about planning and being focused on the fact that at the end of the day, if the business goes away, the kids go to college, it's simply still just us. We need to like each other, we need to love each other, and we need to be connected and stay connected throughout all of these seasons.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
He's so easy going.
Anyone else want to add to that or comment? Tangie, you was gonna say?
I'm thinking just the opposite. I think I used to be a planner, but I find planning as work, and I don't like work. I don't want anything to, I really don't. I don't want anything to resemble an effort that makes it feel. So if it's on if it's on a calendar for me, it's an additional commitment of my time. And yes, it's with my husband, but we live very spontaneously, and so I like to do things off the cuff. And that tends to work for us, but we don't have little kids.
That part.
So our we're empty nesters is definitely underrated. Listen, we out. Oh, we're live. I was gonna say t-shirt and the panties on if they're there. But,
we all married, so I'm
we over here.
That's right.
Right.
We can live our best life.
That's right.
But I certainly get the planning concept. I think we're communicators when it comes to what we have going on with each other and when we need to show up for each other, and we just try to make that happen.
All right, Wolford.
We're kind of both. I like to do stuff sometimes on the fly, but sometimes we have to plan because of my schedule. So it just varies, but we have to, like, I agree with everything y'all said. You have to make time for each other and make time for what's important. And, I just want to say this real quick before I forget. I want to give a big hand clap for everybody on this because I love to see Black love. Growing up, I didn't see a lot of couples, especially Black couples, and where I grew up at. I'm kind of like Joe. I ain't from the street, but the streets raised me. So, I didn't see a lot of this. So I want to give everybody, a special shout out for that. But as far as my wife, she makes sure that she know when we need to see each other. Like last week, it was kind of spontaneous. She was like, "Baby, book me a flight," and she just flew to where I was at. So but then sometimes we have to plan. So, but you definitely have to make time for it.
That's what it was.
Oh Lord.
That's
what
say
happened?
That again.
You blow that back out.
Oh God.
You gonna make her blush. I'm cool with it, but you gonna make her blush.
Listen, even the pastor will agree. Even the pastor will agree. We have fleshly needs.
That's worship. That's worship.
Listen, we call that marriage ministry.
Worship.
I know that's right.
Yes. We call that marriage ministry, yes.
Just letting people know we have to worship.
That's
See you later.
right. For this reason shall two join together.
I made all of y'all laugh. Because it's some, I was about to say something, Pastor, but
yes, sir.
No.
You okay?
We the spiciest you'll ever meet.
That was some real
I got a whole business for that, okay?
Right.
Jesus.
Facts.
Stay married 20 plus years for no reason.
Exactly.
Right.
You say that.
Exactly.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right. Absolutely.
All right. So we are going to wrap up. So if you are tuning in right now, again, this is the Love, Business, and Marriage collaboration. All of us are co-authors on the project. Host, visionary author Tamara Mitchell Davis.
JD, better known as Joe Davis.
And we're going to do round robin. So you can follow me on social media, Facebook, the CEO Wife, and also Instagram, the CEO Wife 860 is where you'll catch business and marriage shenanigans. I'm going to pass it over to Team Austin.
Hi, we are Team Austin. I am the queen, Catherine LaSoya Grant Austin.
I'm the king, Reginald Austin Jr.
And you can follow us on both Facebook and Instagram at Austin Kingdom. ALSTONKINGDON. And make sure you tune in to our Kingdom Treasures podcast so that you can get all the latest and greatest about Black love, Black family, and Black finance.
All right. Let's pass it to Team Simmons.
So I'm Dr. Shanae.
And I'm Pastor Ty.
And you can find us on Facebook primarily in the moment. And our page is the Get in Touch Network.
All right. And Team McDougal.
Hi, I'm TNG McDougal.
I'm Kyle McDougal.
And you can find us on IMTNG_LPC on Instagram or just TNG on Facebook.
All right. Walfords.
I'm Travis Walford.
I'm LaShonda Walford.
And you can find us, you can find me on Facebook, Travis Walford, and Instagram is Mr. T Walford 36 on Instagram.
And you can find me on both Facebook and Instagram under LaShonda Walford.
All right. And so we're going to have just some parting words, something quick that you want to leave our listeners, watchers, leave with them. Team McDougal.
I got it. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. You don't know what you're going to hear. You don't know what you're going to see. It's going to be a fun ride, y'all.
Good.
Right. Team McDougal.
I like to end with be blessed. Definitely stay tuned. We don't know where this is going, but we're here with purpose. And so I look forward to seeing us when we show up. When we showing up. When our next meet.
Our next is September 9th.
September 9th. Okay.
Yes. Team Simmons will be hosting September 9th.
A day before my birthday. Let y'all know that.
All right, now we're going to have some birthday shenanigans for you.
Yes. All right, Team Walford.
Like I said, just stay tuned, and I'm excited to see what this is gonna go myself. I love the energy, and y'all stay blessed and stay easy.
All right, Team Austin.
So for closing remarks, we just want to leave you with this. Black love is in the building. You know, you never know what you're going to get, but you're going to get the raw, real honesty here. So tune in, stay blessed, turn it over to the Davises.
All right, and Team Davis, Mr. Davis, I'm going to let you close. See, I didn't mean to say that. See, that whole submit thing. Mr. Davis. I'm trying. Pray for me. Team Davis, can you, Mr. Davis, can you please close us out?
Well, I would say this was a beautiful segment. I love all of y'all, and we're gonna do the damn thing.
Yeah, likewise.
Whoever's on point with us, stay tuned because it's gonna get hot.
We might have some accessories with us next.
Everyone. Wow.
No, don't stop.
Y'all hosting the next one. So whatever y'all desire, just let us know. My suggestion was gonna say like bring a prop, but that's okay. Team Simmons is hosting. Thank you all for tuning in. We appreciate you. Stay tuned, connect, follow everyone that's here. Love, Business, and Marriage is on the move. This is our first pop-up of many discussions. The book will drop in the fall 2022. Thank you all for being here. Stay safe and stay blessed.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, guys.
Peace.